Dear Mother Mary, I come to you tonight with a heart weighed down by so much. My life feels overwhelming right now, and I feel lost. I know you understand what it's like to face moments of uncertainty, and that's why I turn to you now, my dear mother, seeking your help and guidance. Please stay close to me as only you can and help me find the peace and clarity I so desperately need. Mother, I often think of the challenges you faced, the fear, the confusion, and the unknown that surrounded you so many times. From the moment you said yes to God's plan, your life was changed in ways you couldn't have predicted. Yet, despite the uncertainty, you trusted completely. I find myself struggling to do the same. Right now, the future feels uncertain, and I'm afraid. I want to trust in God's plan, but sometimes it feels like I'm walking through darkness, not knowing what comes next. I ask you, Mary, please take my hand and guide me through this. Help me to trust like you did. There are days when I feel like I don't have the strength to keep going. The responsibilities, the pressures, and the fears weigh me down. I'm tired, and I feel like I'm failing at everything. But I know that you understand what it's like to feel overwhelmed. You carried so many heavy burdens during your life, yet you never lost hope. You never gave up. Please help me find that same strength, that same resilience. Remind me that I'm not walking this road alone, that you are with me, and that Jesus is with me too, holding me up when I feel like I can't keep going. Sometimes I wonder if I'm making the right choices. Life feels like it's filled with so many decisions, and I'm afraid of making the wrong ones. I ask for your wisdom, dear Mother. You always trusted in God's will, even when you didn't fully understand it. Help me to surrender my worries to God and trust that He is guiding me, just as He guided you. I want to make the choices that bring me closer to Him, but I need your help to see the path clearly. Lead me, Mother Mary, and help me discern what is right. I also want to ask for your peace, Mary. My mind is constantly racing with thoughts of what could go wrong, with worries about the future and anxieties about the present. You, who are the Queen of Peace, help me to quiet my mind and find rest in God's love. I know that when you were faced with uncertainty, you didn't let fear take over. You trusted completely in God's goodness, even when life was hard. Please help me to find that same peace, that same quiet confidence in His love for me. When I am anxious, wrap me in your calming presence and remind me to trust. I know that you're always with me, watching over me like a mother watches over her child. I don't always feel it, but I know it's true. Help me to feel your closeness, to know deep in my heart that you are walking with me through this difficult time. In the moments when I feel most alone, remind me that you are right beside me, whispering words of encouragement and love. When I don't know where to turn, be my guide. Show me the way back to your Son and help me to follow Him, even when the road is hard. Dear Mother, I also want to lift up my family and loved ones to you. I know they are struggling in their own ways, carrying their own burdens and fears. Please watch over them and protect them. Intercede for them before Jesus and ask Him to pour out His grace upon them. I know that your prayers are powerful, and I trust that you will lead my loved ones closer to His heart. Help them find the peace and comfort they need, just as I ask you to help me. There are so many times when I feel like I'm not enough, that I'm not strong enough, not faithful enough, not good enough. But I know that you see me as I truly am, with all my flaws and struggles, and yet you love me still. Help me to see myself through your eyes with compassion and kindness. When I feel like I've failed, remind me that God's grace is always there to lift me up. Help me to trust in His mercy and to keep moving forward. Even when I stumble, I know, Mary, that life will not always be easy. You experienced so much suffering, from the fear of losing your son as a child to the agony of watching him die on the cross. You know the depths of sorrow, and yet you never lost your faith. I ask you, dear Mother, to help me carry my own sorrows with the same grace. When I am hurting, remind me that Jesus is with me, sharing in my suffering and offering me His comfort. Help me to see my pain, not as something to be feared, but as a way to grow closer to Him. There are moments, Mother Mary, when I feel like giving up. The road ahead seems too long, the challenge is too great. But then I remember how you never gave up, how you stood at the foot of the cross, even when your heart was breaking. You didn't turn away from the pain. You stayed with your son until the end. I ask you to give me that same strength to help me stand firm, even when it feels too hard. Help me to trust that God is with me, even in the darkest moments, and that He will bring me through this. Mother Mary, I also ask for your help in my prayer life. Sometimes it's hard to pray, especially when I'm feeling overwhelmed or afraid. I don't always know what to say, and sometimes I don't feel like praying at all. But I know that prayer is what connects me to God, and I want to grow closer to Him. Please help me to make time for prayer, even when life feels busy or chaotic. Teach me how to listen for God's voice, and help me to trust that He hears me, even when I don't have the words to say. When I feel like my prayers are going unheard, remind me that God is always listening, always loving, always working in my life, even when I can't see it. As I walk through this season of difficulty, I ask you to help me keep my eyes on Jesus. It's so easy to get distracted by my worries and fears, but I want to stay focused on Him. Help me to trust that He is guiding me, that He loves me, and that He is working all things for my good. When I feel lost, remind me that He is the way. When I feel afraid, remind me that He is my peace. And when I feel like I can't keep going, remind me that His grace is enough to carry me through. Thank you, Mother Mary, for always being there for me. Thank you for your love, your guidance, and your prayers. I know that I can always come to you no matter what I'm going through, and that you will lead me closer to Jesus. I trust in your intercession, and I trust in your love for me. Help me to remain faithful, to trust in God's plan, and to always seek His will in my life. And when this difficult time has passed, I will give thanks to God for His faithfulness, and to you, dear Mother, for your constant care. I love you, Mother Mary, and I trust in your prayers. Be with me now and always. Amen.